Oh, we're live. So hello, Caroline. Hello, Caroline. That's a good start.
My niece and nephew used to call me Caroline because they couldn't say Caroline for years.
Yes, you're the only ones, Daryl and Bex. According to my little thing, it says there's nobody watching, but there's 2 people in the chat, and one's Rebecca, who's my best friend. So hey, hello.
Why can't I see it? Oh yes, I can. Yeah, got it.
Can you see? So how are you getting on? How are you enjoying the weather?
It's lovely weather. We were going to talk about the weather. I thought you were actually joking, but we can talk.
No, I'm serious. We're going to do a whole hour on the weather.
I think we've been very lucky with the weather this year so far, considering everything else. It's been a bit of a lifesaver, to be honest, hasn't it? Because it just does lift your mood up.
Yeah. I think if it had been awful as well, we would have been just, it's really, really down. But at least you can go out, get a bit of fresh air and see the sunshine, hear the birds, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a nice time of year as well. Can you imagine if this had happened in the winter and Christmas and lockdown Christmas? That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Mm. So have you finished your gin bar area yet?
No, he's now doing, you'll probably hear it in a minute, outside my office. He's taking all the cladding off that he paid the builder to put on and redoing it in a manner that suits him, but it's keeping him out of my hair, so, winning at life.
So you haven't got any more enthusiastic about gardening then?
I hate gardening. And I like sitting in the garden with a glass of something nice, but actually growing something. I don't mind even looking at the thing growing in the pot, but I don't want to touch the dirt.
You see, we've got no garden here now, but we had a really big garden where we lived before, and I used to love it. In fact, I remember being out when I was like heavily pregnant with all of them, but with Katie, and the day she was due, I was pulling up weeds and stuff, and then that night I'd got all cramps because I'd been bent over pulling up weeds all the time, thinking, God, I hope I don't go into labour because I haven't got the energy. Luckily, she was a couple of days late, so.
Not sure gardening at 9 months pregnant is a good idea.
No, but it's addictive. When you see, you just sort of get, so I'll just do that bit, and I'll just do a bit more,
You see, Ashley's mum's like that, and I don't get it. It's just, no.
I love it.
I have not tampered. What's the word? I've done
dabbled.
Sorry.
Dabbled.
Dabbled, that's the one I'm looking for. I've dabbled in gardening before now, but no, it's not for me really.
Because you did your seedlings, didn't you?
Yeah, I supervised Ashley and told him where I wanted them planted. In fact, I don't know if you'd include it as gardening, but my fight with the squirrel and the string.
Oh yeah. It's garden supervising.
Yeah. Garden supervising. That's more my style.
So are you finding that you, like as a family, spend more time together, or do you do your own thing and then just come together in the evening to have meals and stuff?
It's actually, we don't really spend that much time together at all. Will's locked in his room like a teenager most of the time. He's studying for exams, to be fair, as well.
Yeah.
So we see each other for meals. Not always lunch. We don't always have lunch at the same time, but we spend the evenings together, obviously, because there's bugger all else to do, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, Ashley's really busy out in the garden and you can probably hear the drilling now, can you? Doing stuff during the day or working, actual work, and he's working in the opposite end of the house to me. And so it's actually quite good because we haven't killed each other yet, which I think is a plus. What about you?
You could call it a plus. I find it's difficult for us because Katie's working really hard, so she's in her bedroom a lot, just studying really, really hard. And then and my son's still finishing his degree, and then he's got stuff training for his new job. So he doesn't like surface until lunchtime. So I don't see too much of him. And then my other son just spends all of his time in his room and always has done. So that's no different, really. But it's just me and my husband being home all day, all the time. We're not used to it. I'm usually, you know, working. He's normally working. So it's just kind of like totally alien.
Yeah, it's the absolute opposite.
Yeah. Should we just say some hellos? So who's in? We got Daryl, Bex, Carrie, Ali, Loving Life. Do you know Loving Life? I don't know if I know Loving Life. Hello, Loving Life. Jeanette, Lex, Carla, Sue. Yeah, Carrie says she doesn't see her kids until about 12. Yeah. I think my eldest does it on purpose. He goes to bed at like 3 a.m. so that he can have a different sort of time element. So he gets his space on his own when we've gone to bed.
Yeah, it's the same with Will, actually. He stays up much later. I'm in bed, as you probably know, by 9 o'clock quite often, although not asleep by 9. But yeah, I'm very much an early person, and Will stay up like, midnight, 1, 2, sometimes 3 o'clock last night, finishing his exam. But yeah, he's a late one. But I think they do like that bit of time to themselves, don't they? We all need a bit of space to ourselves. That's something that we've sort of been taken a bit.
I think that's why I come down in the shop, just because it's my own little space and I get a bit of time on my own. And then some days I found it really quite hard, as in because I get up and I do all the like tidying up the kitchen and whatever, and then I just start doing something, and then one of the kids surface, "Morning, Mum, how are you? Yeah, blah, 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 yeah, nice, that." And then you just start again, and then the next child surfaces, "All right, Mum, how are you? Blah, blah, blah," you know. And then you just start again, and then the next child surfaces, and I find it, and then I'm making lunch for everybody and tidying up, and then I just start work again, and then the kid will come down and have something to tell me, or my husband will come and have something to tell me, and I find it so disjointed that sometimes I have to literally say, "I'm going down to work, please don't disturb," you know, because I just need a bit of time to be able to focus.
Yeah, you're quite lucky to have your shop to get away to.
Yeah, and it's been good, and I did all the moving stuff around a few weeks ago, which I'm really pleased with how it's looking. So
it looks good. I've seen it in videos.
Yeah, so now I can try and start listing and stuff online and things like that. Not that I've got stuck into it too much yet, but I do need to do that.
So they've said about shops will start opening from the 1st of June. Do you feel like, I mean, obviously nobody knows, but would you want to open as soon as you can, or do you think you'd leave it longer? Or I guess see what everybody else is doing in the area as well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to just see how it goes, really. I mean, I've got to open because I can't afford just to not open, you know, it's income. I'm going to have to do some sort of social distancing thing. So I guess it's going to be limiting the amount of people coming in the shop. I'm already planning like lots of little signs everywhere saying please don't touch unless you're really wanting to buy it. But it's really difficult because my shop, it's quite big, so you could easily have, you know, 4 people in without it being an issue, but it depends on how sensible those 4 people are, isn't it? You know,
I think most people seem to be, I mean, I've been out very little, but on the occasions that I've been out, most people have been very aware of it and are sensible about it. I think the vast majority, in fact, the only one that I've turned around and gone 2 meters away to was this morning. I went to town for my walk. I thought it'd be nice to walk through town for a change. And a couple were walking on the pavement the other way to me. And everybody else who I'd gone past, it wasn't busy anyway, but everybody else who I'd gone past, if there was 2 of them, they'd gone single file, you know, so there's enough space for the pavement to pass. This guy just didn't bother at all, just sort of almost elbowed me as he went past. So I turned around and went, 2 meters! A grumpy old lady. But so the only person I've come across who's not been aware of it.
I think that's my only thing is when you go out and about, you can avoid people, but if I'm in the shop and people are coming in, I don't want to be aggressive. I don't want to be, you know, it's not my job to make people abide by rules, but at the same time, if they're in my shop, then I need them to be, you know, for my sake, you know, behaving in a certain way. So it is just kind of like, it's a bit apprehensive, I guess, just kind of.
I suppose it's going to be difficult for you as well with all your people who like to come in and have a chat, because that you get a lot of people like that, don't you? Because as you say, you're going to have to limit the amount of people coming into the shop at any one time because of the size.
Yeah.
But equally, you can't say, right, I've finished talking to you now, I need some actual customers, so off you pop.
I know, it is. It's going to be hard. And some of them, you know, some of my older customers, they come in specifically for a bit of a social, you know, it's come and have a chat. And I enjoy that. It's part of the job that I really enjoy. So it is kind of like, it's sad, but we'll, you know, we all have to adapt to it, don't we? So.
Yeah, I think everybody, yeah, the majority of people, I think, will be okay.
Yeah. Ooh, just as I say, it's all going to evolve slowly, I think, isn't it? And it's just going to gradually get to a place where we all know what we're supposed to do. I think that's the issue at the moment, is nobody really knows. Because they're recommending maybe that you should wear masks in places, aren't they? They're starting to say that, because before it was always, oh, that wasn't a recommendation, but now they're sort of edging towards people wearing masks, aren't they?
I wear a mask when I go into a shop. I don't in the street because I find them very uncomfortable. I'm sure everybody does, but they make my face very hot. And if I'm wearing my glasses steam up as well.
Yeah.
But I will wear one inside a shop. I'll put it on as soon as I go in and take it off again when I come out. I don't know why, really. I think I just feel safer. I don't know.
Safer outside, yeah. I find I get quite claustrophobic. I don't like things around my face. I've never liked masks of any sort, you know, or scarves or anything up around my face. I just find it really claustrophobic. So I think I'm going to struggle a little bit with it. But if we need to do it, we need to do it.
I wonder about wearing gloves as well. Like when you go into a shop, put gloves on and then take them off when you go out of the shop. So, because you can't always wash your hands straight away, can you? I don't know.
I don't think that helps though, because at what point do you, because if you've touched the shopping and you've got it in the bag and then you take your gloves off, then you're still touching the same bag and the same things. And so I don't think that really helps. I think you're probably better just carrying like sanitizer around with you, sanitizing your hands with you, like washing your hands as soon as you can, and just avoiding touching your face, really.
Yeah.
The main thing. Although I don't know about you, soon as I get into Sainsbury's, my nose starts running, my eyes start running, and then I'm walking around going, like, trying not to touch my face.
It's psychosomatic, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Darren said, how did the Sainsbury's shopping go? Okay,
I want to cough, and I'm scared to cough in case everybody thinks I've got the lurgy. And it was particularly bad when I was because my eyes were streaming and I was sneezing all the time as well.
Well, my son's absolutely paranoid. So whenever I've been out anywhere and I come back, you can guarantee I get a tickle, you know, in my throat. And then he like glares at me like, what have you done? What have you got? You brought it back in the house. What does this say? Daryl says, how did your Sainsbury's shopping go, Kirsten? You said that you were dreading it. Yeah, it was okay. I can't remember what it was the other day. I'd been I made the mistake of going on a Monday. I think Mondays is one of those days where people have always shopped on a Monday, still shop on a Monday, and that wasn't so fun. But I had to go again since then, and it wasn't too bad. But I do feel like I hold my breath the whole time that I'm in there, and then I get home and I'm like hyperventilating because I've not been breathing properly. Kelly says, could you have a wash station at the door, and most will be wearing masks, reckon? I haven't even got a proper sink down here at all. This is the difficulty. I've got a tiny sink that's out the back, but you have to sort of go through the stock room right round. So it's not even easy for me to wash my hands. So I don't know how that is going to work, really. I think unless I can get some like big bottles of sanitizer and get people to sanitize on the way in, but even then, you know, I feel like I'm barking rules at people, so I don't know.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah. hopefully they'll come out with some guidance on what to do in shops and things.
Yeah, I expect they will do nearer the time.
Yeah, let's hope so. Okay, so to get off the subject completely,
Yes,
I've got a selection of random stupid questions just to lighten the mood, so we can all just, you know. Okay, so these are all would you rather questions. Sorry?
just think about something else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So these are all just ridiculous would you rather questions, right? So answer truthfully or make it up. I don't really mind. Okay. Number one. Would you rather be 6 inches taller or £60,000 richer?
That's tough because I hate being short. That's one of my things. If I could change something about myself, I would definitely be taller because I'm 5'3", and literally there's a thin supermodel waiting to get out of me. So if I was like 6 inches taller, that would be a lot thinner, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Don't be disparaging. Sorry, Ashley's just walking.
And you could reach the top shelf in the kitchen.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Can you shut that door? Thank you. Yeah, so the tour and £60,000. I mean, it would be very nice. You know, don't get me wrong. I'd like £60,000, but it's not like a life. If it's £1 million, you can keep the 6 inches.
No.
But do you know? I think
it wouldn't even buy you a caravan somewhere, would it? 60 grand.
No, not these days, would it? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like you could give up your job or something if somebody gave you 60 grand, could you? I mean, you could go on and probably pay off half your. I don't know what the average person's mortgage is anymore, but it's bloody massive, isn't it?
Yeah,
I would imagine. I'm going to go for the.
I think I'd take the money because. Are you? I'd take the money because I'm 5'4", which is. Yeah, I'd take the money. I'm quite happy the size I am, and there's usually somebody around when you need something that's on a high shelf. So I get along fine. So I'd take the money and have a nice holiday.
Yeah, I could go on some nice holidays. Now you're making me think that. But you get your 6 inches forever, wouldn't you? And there's the knock-on effect of if I was 6 inches taller, my BMI would be less, so I'd have health, and that'd be more healthy. I'm going to stick with the height. Darryl says he wants £60 million.
Okay, so question 2. I was 6'6", but then did 15 years in retail, wore me down to the ground. Yeah. Carrie said she'd take the money. She's used to being short. See, I've got used to it now. I'm 40. What am I now? I forgot how old I am.
45.
47, I think I am.
I thought you were 45.
Got used to being short.
It's Carla.
Well, I'm 47 at least, I think.
Do you remember when you were a kid?
I'm not.
And your parents used to say, "Oh, I can't think how old I am. Am I 45 or 46?" And you thought, "How can you ever not know how old you are? How ridiculous!" It would be like 11 or 12, and your age was really important, wasn't it? And then you suddenly become that person. At what age do you become that person who doesn't know how old they are?
Well, I think I started blanking it out after the age of 40. It was like, I don't want to know anymore.
Yeah. When you went to 50.
All right, so you ready for question 2?
I just love this comment. Have you seen that? Caroline would take the 6 inches headline news.
Yeah.
Always, Alex.
Carla's 46, but I'll take 45, she says.
See what a good friend I am, Carla. I thought you were 44 as well.
Right, so question 2. Would you have a pet pig or a pet goat?
Ooh, I quite like both.
Do you?
Yeah. I think pigs are a bit messier. They like lots of mud, don't they? They dig up your front lawn. Whereas a goat would probably eat the grass. It would probably be messy as well, but it would eat the grass. And also pigs are very big.
Well, you could have miniature.
Even the miniature ones get quite big though, don't they?
Yeah.
I quite like goats. Nothing nicer than
I
a goat curry as well. Goat curry in the Caribbean, lovely. Just a passing thought when I was sick of it.
Yeah, that's not quite pet. Remember that pet bit at the beginning of the question?
Carla's just said pigs can eat a dead body in about 20 minutes. Useful to know, particularly at the moment. There's a lot of people fed up with the people they're living with.
Yeah, well, Carol Baskin did all that with the tigers, didn't she? So, well,
Yeah, did you watch
allegedly.
that? I've just finished it.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
It was very bizarre, but I thought it was really hyped up more to be better than it actually was. I came away feeling disappointed.
Yeah, the end wasn't all that great. I think in the middle you're kind of thinking, what the hell?
Yeah, first couple of episodes were okay, but yeah, it tailed off.
Yeah. Didn't make me want to have pet tigers though.
No, I wanted the tigers to eat the whole damn lot of them. Almost every person in it, I thought deserved to be eaten by a tiger.
Apart from the woman who actually was partly eaten by a tiger, she seemed all right. The one who lost her arm.
She was actually one of the most sensible of all.
Exactly.
But yeah, very bizarre. Have your arm eaten by a tiger and go back to work with the tigers 6 days later. Strange.
Yeah, very odd behaviour. Okay, so ready for question 3.
And
Would you rather?
I haven't finally decided between the pig and the goat yet.
I thought you said a pig.
No, a goat, I think.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm toying with the two. I mean, the pig has its advantages, doesn't it? And I like little pigs, and crackling is nice, but I think I'm going with a goat in order for actually not to have to mow the lawn so much.
You see, I'd go goat, but they do smell a little bit, don't they?
Well, I'm not going to keep it in the house. Where are you going to keep it?
When you're sitting in your tub, or drinking your gin outside, aroma a goat.
No, it can go. So I've got a big garden. It can go in a corner. I'll convert the shed to a little goat stable.
Fabulous. I love the goats. You know, when you go to Peyton Zoo and there's like all the little goat enclosure. I love them.
We bought an annual ticket for Peyton Zoo about 3 weeks before all this kicked off. So that
no. Right. Question 3. Would you rather have 6 sons or 6 daughters?
Bearing in mind I've only got a son, so I've only got experiences of a son. I think I'd go for boys. I really think I'd go for boys, but I don't know if that's just because I haven't had a girl. Before I had kids, I always wanted a girl. Desperately wanted a girl, but then obviously he wasn't a girl. But I think boys are easier than girls. You've got both. What do you think?
I know, so I've got to be careful what I say, haven't I? I think boys are easier, definitely. But girls are better company when they get, because I've, as Katie's got older, I've found that, got more in common and she's better company now. But as a youngster, she was bloody hard work.
Yeah. I feel like teenage girls, I think you're quite lucky with Katie, but I think teenage girls can be quite hard work.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, though, overall, boys are probably easier. Girls are probably more expensive as well.
Yes, there is that as well. 6 girls all wanting new clothes every week. Mind you, it would be a lot of people with a lot of clothes to borrow, wouldn't it, if you were the same size as them?
Yeah.
That, isn't there? And they all
Absolutely.
like Primark, teenage girls.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
And I can refer my Paint and Zoo season ticket. I feel a bit bad doing that because I feel they're struggling to feed the animals and everything. There was an article in the paper, so I feel like I just use it as a donation to save all the animals, Kerry. Well, clearly my 112 quid season ticket is not going to save all the animals at Paint and Zoo, but you get the point of what I mean.
I love Paint and Zoo is one of my absolute favourite places to go. We went for I think my 40th birthday, something like that. We went. I absolutely love it. Darryl said, "Is this advice for someone childless like me?" Yeah, you should have 6 sons. Go for it.
My advice is don't have any. They're very expensive.
I'm damned if I want 6 daughters the same size as me. Where the definitely.
God, that's so funny.
Yeah, you'd have to have a blooming big house to have 6 daughters. That's for sure.
Can you imagine if they all had a room that was as untidy as Nat's, Carla?
Oh, wow. Although I do know that I remember doing that with my daughter as well. My daughter's got a really small box room and literally went in there and brought out, I don't know, 6 bin bags of rubbish, 3 bin bags of charity shop clothes and stuff. It was like, how can you have this amount of stuff in a box room? Do you know what I mean? Just, drive me crazy.
It's a talent.
Yeah. Okay, so question 4. Would you rather be a genius or be wealthy?
Wealthy.
We do.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think though, if you're a genius, then you could get wealthy?
Not necessarily, because being a genius, you cut off your ear, don't you? Intelligent without being a genius, I reckon. Yeah, I'd go for the money on that one, I think.
Yeah, and I think
if you're asking someone to be a tall genius, that would be completely different.
Yeah, because I think sometimes people who are geniuses struggle, don't they?
Torture souls.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everyday life is too complicated, but the whole solving, space problems and things, it's easier. Oh, here's one that's easy for you to answer. Well, hopefully. Right, question 5. Aquarium or zoo?
Zoo. But
Yeah.
mind you, I do like the aquarium as well. I love the aquarium at Plymouth. It's one of my favourites. Oh, that's hard.
See, I'd go zoo. We went to the Plymouth Aquarium when the kids were little. It was really funny. That there's like one big tank, and I think there's little sharks in there, and some fish and stuff. And the chap was doing his talk saying, over the tannoy thing, saying, oh, it's feeding time, so you can watch the fish being fed. So we're all standing there, and it's kids' holidays, so you're there with your kids, all the little kids, and he's going, you may wonder why the sharks aren't eating all the smaller fish that are in the tank. And it's because we feed them regularly, and because they're fed regularly, they don't feel the need to eat the smaller fish in the tank like this. And with that, one of the sharks just launched at a little fish, and big blood filled the tank. And there's all these little kids just going, oh!
That's horrific.
I know. Yeah, so we're all like that going, okay, no, it's fine, darling, it's fine.
Awkward.
Yeah. So I prefer the zoo.
Yeah, I think that zoo would be good. On my many visits to Plymouth Aquarium, that's never happened. And is it wrong that I'm mildly disappointed that I've never bite the head off another fish?
If we hadn't had the kids with us, if we hadn't had the kids with us, it would have been like quite comical. Do you know what I mean? I know another fish has died, but that's nature and all that. But it was just like the timing was perfect.
That's my favourite aquarium story ever.
Because you've had loads of aquarium stories.
Well, we used to go to the aquarium. It was like a family tradition every Christmas and the Christmas holidays, the day after William broke up from school. And we obviously hadn't done it for a lot of years because William's now 20. This was like when he was little, you know.
Yeah.
And we did it this year, this Christmas just gone. We went again. But no sharks ate any other fish. But it was lovely. We had a nice time.
It's kind of calming, isn't it? Because you sort of, there's the big tanks and all the water and the fish. And it is, apart from when they start attacking each other.
The only problem with both the aquarium and the zoo and places like that is they tend to attract children. And I'm not the world's biggest fan of children, really. So
no,
I think they should have an adults only day, don't you?
Well, I think if you went during term time, during the day, you probably would be all right, wouldn't you?
Oh, school trips.
Oh, yeah. That's even worse. It's like hordes of them. Yeah. Okay, question 6. Would you rather be sticky or itchy for the rest of your life?
What a choice!
It's a serious question.
I think I'm going to have to say sticky because, right, here's my thinking. If you're itchy, you scratch all the time, you can feel it. If you're sticky, if you just stayed completely still, you wouldn't feel it, would you?
No. And maybe you could wear, maybe you could wear like a wetsuit or something.
That would be attractive. But yeah, you put some sort of clothes on and cover it all up. So yeah, I think itchy would just be awful. That would be awful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we'll go with sticky. Okay. Would you rather be stuck at an age? Would you rather be stuck at the age 50 or 18?
50, 100%.
Yeah.
50 is a great age.
I know. I agree. I mean, I haven't quite hit 50 yet, but I know that I'm going to be a lot happier at 50 than I was at 18. So,
yeah. Youth is wasted on the young, as I was saying that the other day to Carla. Yes, 18 was great. I loved being 18, but I don't know. Although maybe I'm saying that because I'm closer to 50, so I remember it better. 18 seems a long old time ago. But I think 50 is nice. You're settled. In most cases, I'm generalising a bit, but you're settled and you're comfortable and you've probably got pretty much to where you want to be with your life in various different ways. Yeah, I think 50.
I feel a lot more confident. And when I was 18, I was just scared of everything. So I think that's the difference, is that confidence to just be yourself and not constantly worrying about what other people think about you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carrie agrees. She said 50. Not that she's there yet.
I can't recommend it, Carrie. Your knees go. And no, the alternative is worse than being 50.
Oh yeah. And Daryl says, love to be a time traveller no matter what age.
That's a good question. What age would you time travel? What time in your life would you time travel back to?
I think, I know I'm happiest now, I think, as in myself. I mean, I loved it when the kids were little. So when I was like in my mid-30s, that sort of age, when my babies were babies. But no, I'm happy now.
I'd like to time travel back to all my best holidays and go on them again. That would be amazing. And I could, if I did it now, by the time I got back, they might have sorted out this whole bloody pandemic nonsense.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Oh, yeah. I mean, I haven't done that many holidays, you know, compared to you, but I've done some really nice ones. We did Maldives and Barbados and Bali.
On a cruise, didn't you? In the Caribbean?
Yeah, Caribbean cruise. Yeah, so that was nice. But yeah. 1990s.
Right, go back to what? Sorry, I've just got on that train now. Going back to all your best holidays and going on them again, rather than staying here at the moment. That would be cool.
Yeah, relive it like a little cine film thing.
Kelly knows what I mean about my knees. Decent knees at 18. So true, Kelly. My
eyesight as well. They're not having to put glasses on for everything.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts, this glasses on, glasses off thing all the time.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Number 8. Would you rather be without the internet and devices or your spouse for a month? Can he hear you?
No. That is difficult.
Not for me.
Either would send me absolutely bloody mental.
So you'd have a month without your internet and without any devices, or a month without Ashley?
Couldn't do either at the moment. Couldn't do either. Honestly, I couldn't.
Being at home, like at the moment, the way things are, that's what I really feel for people who live on their own.
Oh God, yes, absolutely awful. Yeah.
You know, my mum, I don't know how she's doing it really. She's amazing, you know, just to be on your own, like really, really tough, isn't it?
Really hard. And video calling is, you know, I'm very grateful for it and it's nice and everything to have it, but it's absolutely no substitute for the real thing.
Because you need somebody to rant at as well, don't you? And you can't rant at somebody that you're just having a half an hour video call with, can you?
No.
So
if it was normal times, I would choose to be without Ashley for a month.
Yeah. You won't watch.
Yeah. Yeah, if it was normal times, that would definitely be my choice because I wouldn't be able to do eBay or anything or work or anything without the internet. That's my excuse anyway. Wouldn't be able to watch Instagram stories.
Okay, so here's an easy one. Would you rather have boiled or fried eggs?
Poached.
That's not the question. It specifically says boiled or fried.
I don't really like either. If you pushed me, I would have to be fried, but I'm really only poached eggs or scrambled eggs.
I can't make poached eggs. I just, of all the eggs, I'm quite good at cooking, but poached, I've just never mastered.
I've got a poaching pan where you just break them into the little round thingy that sits in the hole.
Oh, you see, I've got something, it's like a frying pan and it's got 4 little circly things in it, but then they just cook sort of pretty solid, and then the amount they all stick in there and you have to scrape it all, and it takes that long to wash up
it first.
Yeah, just always I'd rather have a fried egg.
Okay.
I just can't be bothered with the washing up. Okay, here's a good one. Question 10. Would you rather be friends with Donald Trump or Kim Kardashian?
No.
Do you know, I couldn't really tell you anything about Kim Kardashian. I have not got a clue. I know I've seen pictures of her, but I don't know anything about her really.
I've watched 2 episodes in my life of the Kardashians, and Vacuous doesn't even cover it. I'm going to have to say I'd rather be friends with Kim Kardashian because everybody will hate me if I say I'd rather be friends with Donald Trump. Like, I don't want to be friends with him anyway. I think he's an arse. But
Yeah.
I think yeah, what a choice. Who's your?
I know.
I'm guessing yours is the same.
Yeah, definitely. But then, yeah, just like I can't even imagine what we'd have in common to talk about.
Yes.
I'm sure we'd be great friends.
You could do a collab video with her.
Yeah. Cara says Donald Trump. Yeah, and Daryl says absolutely 100% neither.
Yeah, that's not a good question, is it? I'll
No.
take the pig and the goat.
Okay, here's another one. Would you rather be painfully aware or blissfully ignorant?
Painfully aware.
It's hard though, isn't it? Because you think to start with, I'm definitely painfully aware. And then you start to think, oh yeah, but if I was blissfully ignorant, I'd be like happier because you're blissfully ignorant.
I think it's good to know what's going on.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. No, I agree. But it's not like a straightforward question. It's like you sort of.
No, it depends on the individual scenario, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Another one. Would you rather cake or chocolate?
Crisps. Cake probably, but it would depend what cake it was. Like I don't like coffee cake, and I'm not very keen on chocolate cake. And I definitely don't like Christmas cream cake. Yeah, like a chocolate eclair.
Yeah,
that would be all right. Or a donut, that would be all right. Sponge cake, I'm not a fan of massively. I'll eat it, but.
See, I'm more chocolate, you see. If it was me, I'd be chocolate all the way.
If you told me I could never have chocolate again for the rest of my life, it genuinely wouldn't bother me.
Really?
If you said the same about cheese, though, I'd be very upset.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't live without cheese. I think I add cheese to nearly every meal, so I don't think I could live without cheese. Even in my soup, I grate cheese. So, okay, here we go. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise, because I'm a morning person, but I like a good sunset as well.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever sort of stayed up and watched a sunrise though, but I've watched a sunset. Although I am more of a morning person, I've never just stood and watched a sunrise, whereas I have stood and watched a sunset.
You ought to put that on your bucket list right now. Good thing to do.
Right. Yeah, that's my 50 things to do before I'm 50.
Have you got a list?
Not yet, but I'm starting one.
Excellent. I did a 50 before 50.
So when has been a sunrise, or what has been your favourite sunset? Can you remember it?
I remember when the kids were little in Mauritius on holiday with my family, and the kids were running along the beach, and I've got this photo of them in shadow, but with the sunset behind them, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah. I remember when we went on holiday to the Caribbean and in Barbados, and I was lying on the sunbed and I had like a cocktail in my hand, and the sun was coming down, and the trees were just like overhanging slightly, so you could see the trees like this. And then there was a little sailing ship just coming across as the sun went down, and it was like a perfect painting. And I just thought, oh, this is just bliss.
Oh, lovely.
But as I say, I've not watched a sunrise, so I don't know. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Heels or flats?
My heart says heels, but my knees say flats.
I've never resisted really walking in heels. I always look like a cowboy. So I think I'm more of a flats sort of person. I love the look of heels on other people, and I love the look, you know, with an outfit. I can't walk in them unless they're boots, you know, that like really tie up properly. But I'm just can't do it. I think I spent too much time in Doc Martens to be able to wear heels. That's
Yeah, you have.
And I don't think anything's going to change.
Up to about 10 years ago, I didn't leave the house in flat shoes, but yeah, obviously I do now. But I used to love my heels, loved them.
Yeah. I mean, I love to go into a shop and go, oh, look at these beautiful heels. But no, there's chances of me wearing them. And I think also, because I've got quite small feet, I've only got a size 4, that you've only got a tiny, when you put your foot into a heel like that, it's almost like you're on tiptoes the whole time.
Yeah, it's not comfortable, is it?
No. Okay, here's one. Would you rather have more money or more time?
More time. For which you probably need more money as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But if you have more time, you could earn more money anyway, and then.
Yeah, time is the only thing you can't. Steve Jobs couldn't buy himself more time, and he had all the money in the world, didn't they? There we are. That got philosophical for a moment.
Yeah, but yeah, time just flies, really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like it's my daughter's birthday this week, and I'm thinking, wow, you know, that's 17 years gone, just like that.
Yeah, it is frightening looking back.
Yeah.
How quickly it goes.
Okay, how about this one? Vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla.
What's your favourite ice cream?
Not a massive ice cream fan. Again, you say I'm not.
But surely you live in Devon, where there's all these like ice cream shops that have got like 1,000 different flavours.
Yeah.
You have to choose one, don't you?
I like the ones with bits of crunchy or Maltesers in. They're quite nice. Roken Farm used to do one of those.
Like honeycomb ones.
Yeah, that's the one. Honeycomb. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, I like those, or toffee or fudge or those sort of things. They're my favourites.
Well,
I can't understand rum and raisin.
Or mint chocolate chip.
It's just wrong. It's just, it's just so wrong. I think I've run out of questions. Oh, the only one I can see that I haven't asked you is Coke or Pepsi?
Coke. Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Carla would say Pepsi Max.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Diet Coke drinker. I have gone to caffeine free, but I try to limit it though because of all that nasty aspartame stuff. But
I have 1 can a day. I limit myself to 1 can a day. But yeah, it's ideal not to drink it. But God, if we all did only stuff that was good for us, we'd all be bored, wouldn't we?
Absolutely. The only time I have more is when I'm on the rum, and then I have to have more Coke because obviously you can't have rum without Coke.
Are you back on the drink now since lockdown? Because I know you were sort of dabbling in it again after your teetotal. Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Off booze?
It was not quite a year. It was from the July, you know, pretty much a year, getting on to a year. But yeah, I've had the odd rum and Coke and discovered flavoured gin, pink gin.
Nice.
I was never a gin drinker, but pink gin and tonics rather nice.
Lovely. I've got a blackberry one at the moment that was on special offer in Tesco's last time I got a Tesco delivery, and it's very nice.
Yeah. Well, we've got a Gordon's, like it's a raspberry one at the moment, I think, and we had a strawberry one before.
Oh, nice.
That was the strawberry one. Really was very strawberry. And then we had a rhubarb and ginger one. But they haven't got that many because the Sainsbury's here, it's not huge, so there is not like loads and loads of flavours.
Yeah.
What's the best flavour then?
Best flavour. There's an orange one, isn't there? My mum always has the orange one, orange or mandarin. She gets it in Lidl's, which is lovely. And Carla bought me one. Was that strawberry and black pepper, the one you bought me, Carla? That was lovely. All the gin is nice, isn't it? That's not a bad one.
You see, I was never keen on just gin on its own, but the pink, flavoured ones, quite enjoying it.
Yeah.
On an afternoon.
Nothing wrong with a gin. I'm trying not to drink. I've made myself a little habit tracker just for the week, and it says no alcohol on it. So if I get 5 out of 7 days of not drinking, that will be the best I've done since the beginning of lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink. I have a couple of days a week where I'll drink. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't drink all the time. My body just doesn't cope with alcohol that well. So, like if I had 3 the other day. I had 3 gin and tonics, and I had to go to bed at 8 o'clock because I was just like, oh God. So I'm not a hardened drinker. That's for
not
sure.
anymore.
No. Daryl says vodka made me sick about 10 years ago. Did have half a bottle neat though. Oh my Lord.
Oh, neat vodka, no.
I mean, that's supposed to be how you're supposed to drink it, isn't it? Out of the freezer. But no. Prosecco and elderflower, Carrie says. I can't drink Prosecco. I think it's the drink of the devil.
Really?
Prosecco, yeah. It just, something about it gets me drunk very, very, very quickly.
Excellent. You're a cheap date then.
Yeah, but then it's not, it's a bit messy. After that, it's messy, so it's not good. I remember going to a friend's once and thinking, I am not over drinking. I'm going to be really careful. I think I had 2.5 glasses of Prosecco, and I came home and I had the room's shaking, had to lie down on the bathroom floor thing, 2.5 glasses of Prosecco is ridiculous.
Weirdly, as I've got older, either I've got more sensible and I don't drink as much, or my hangovers are just weirdly not as bad as they used to be. I used to get terrible hangovers. Never put me off drinking, but I really did used to get awful hangovers.
Yeah, I've just become... when we're having... What did Carrie say? When we're having Prosecco meetup, then should be interesting. Yeah. I think I'll stick to one
pink pepper, Carla said. Strawberry and pink pepper gin. Thank you. That was very nice. That was lovely.
Marks and Spencer's. Oh, so we'll have to get some online, then we can order some and get some delivered.
Excellent. I'm not doing delivery.
I don't know. I haven't looked, to be honest. We haven't managed to get anything food-wise delivered because we never used to have deliveries of food online. So getting a slot is just impossible.
Yeah, you have to literally sit at the Tesco website at midnight.
Yeah.
If you want.
And it is just behind me, so it's not like I've got far to go. But saying that, every time I've been, they've been out of like all the veg, just like virtually nothing there.
Yeah, I've got mine's not too bad actually. I went in last week sometime and pretty much everything was there, even toilet roll.
Wow. Yeah, well, ours had got toilet rolls, to be fair, but they haven't got cabbage and I don't know, just veg. All the veg was just really, really low, so you just scrabbling that one.
Will be a bit of an issue.
Say that?
Pasta still seems to be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, and tins of tomatoes I'm finding is a real nightmare.
Oh, I got some of those the other week. God, this is riveting stuff, isn't it?
Fascinating. Right. Well, thank you for that. I think we've educated everybody.
When are you delivering my goat?
I'll get on to Peyton and see if they can send one over to you.
They're worried about feeding their animals. Yeah, they can send me a goat to look after.
Well, you paid for it.
Yeah. And I videoed the aquarium thing. That was hilarious. Right, well, take care. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody else in the chat. Bye.
Bye.